Welcome back, listeners. This is the Hit Pause Podcast, episode number 64. You're here with your hosts. To my right, his name's David.
That's me.
For God's sake.
I don't know what you want me to do.
How many times do we do this?
64 times, clearly.
All I want, David,
Is a smooth intro.
is for you to come in without a pause.
I don't think you should introduce me.
Okay,
I think
well,
you should say the Hit Pause Podcast and I'll just bump in like, hey, it's me.
No, I don't
like
believe
I open
you.
the front door.
I don't believe you're ever going to do that. Okay.
Just give me the
And
cue.
you know what the other problem is, David?
What's
you know
the
what?
other?
We're going to bring it all up now. We're going to do
Alright.
this here and now.
All right.
The outros, David. You've
Yeah,
got too
yeah.
much of a pause on the outros as well.
Yeah, that is a good
Get
point.
on the ball.
I don't think you should always do the outro. Maybe you know how it feels.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, because I'm
I see
ending
now.
it, and again, it's like
Oh, I
you know when
see.
you leave a house party and like everyone's like, oh, bye, bye, and then there's that one guy who's like, oh, bye.
Yeah, that's you every
Yeah,
time.
that is me. But
Yeah,
unfortunately,
that's right. Know your place. That is you.
Unfortunately, that would be you if I did the outro.
That was never going to be me.
I'm gonna
okay.
do the outro in this episode.
Okay, well, we'll just see about that. And you guys can rate on how good the outro is.
You're gonna think I'm gonna do it every single minute.
By
You're like,
David. Yeah,
But
yeah.
We're still talking.
And by the way, my name's Iman.
Oh yeah, of course, that's important too.
Exactly. So, episode number 64. This episode, we're talking about Casey Neistat.
Yeah,
A cheeky few mil subs.
you know,
More than a few.
more than
He's
a few.
a big one. However, first of all, how's your week been, David?
How about first of all, what is the Hip Pause Podcast?
Oh, yeah. We talk about YouTube and stuff. Anyway, how's your week been?
My week's been good. Been to France, south of France. Went to Nice. Went to Monaco for a day. I'm not gonna lie, Monaco is pretty expensive.
Well, yeah.
Pretty like show-offy.
What did you expect?
I expected so like to a point where if tourists are there, I know like stats say 1 in 3 is a millionaire and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a stat.
But, you know,
Damn,
there's
wow.
a lot of other people besides the residents that are there. But regardless, there is no sympathy. If you are a tourist, you will suffer the consequence.
Really?
But I'm not going to lie, it was really good. Like restaurants, the atmosphere. The one thing I am disappointed about is the Monte Carlo Casino.
Oh, no.
I've seen it in movies, and man, it's tiny.
Really?
It's so small.
No way.
And I know we're out of casino season. Apparently that's in the summer. That's where the celebrities pop out. But I thought going there on a Saturday night, I'm just going to see that Vegas buzzing style.
that vibe.
I could have easily been the only one in there if I decided to gamble. Because there's
Wow.
like a tier 1 where there's like the slot machines. Then there's a tier 2, which is like the, you know, glamorous section.
Yeah.
I would have been the only one if I walked in there. And it's a 17 euro entry. Like,
Wow.
I'm going to lose money.
So
Why are you making it worse?
Yeah. You're adding insult to
Yeah.
injury.
But I
like-
guess you don't want everyone in there.
Yeah, that's the
And
idea.
there's obviously a dress code and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you didn't gamble or anything?
No, I mean, I could, yeah.
Boring.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know. Yeah. But I do want to go to Vegas next year
Ooh.
for the Burning Man thing.
For Burning Man?
Yeah.
You want to go to Burning Man?
I think I'm ready.
Wow, man.
Aren't
That's
you?
intense.
Aren't you ready?
I'd probably die.
Yeah.
Like, it's really intense.
You know, it is. And
You're in the
especially,
desert.
especially coming from England, because I won't have stuff to take with me on the flight, let alone enough to like keep, you know, good for like 7 days.
Yeah, I mean, it's intense.
But you got to figure it out.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm
Nice.
ready.
We will do an episode with our phones over there.
Yeah, I'm not taking my phone. No, it's gonna die in the desert.
Well, no, you got a Samsung Galaxy.
Were you gonna
Note
plug it
something. Yeah. Besides that, yeah, a bit of downsizing at work. Looking forward to working from home a lot and going
Okay.
to.
Does that mean a lot more YouTube?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch a lot more YouTube,
All right.
and I'm going to Copenhagen this weekend, so I will update that in the next episode.
Nice. Okay, I didn't even know that. Sweet. That's pretty cool.
Just for a day though,
Okay, fair enough.
as you do.
All right, let me see my week. How's my week been? I made a Bailey's cheesecake. That was pretty cool.
But you did not leave a slice for this episode.
No, I did not. It was fully eaten.
Devoured by others.
Devoured, yeah. Besides that...
Wait, but isn't that like a ranking system? Like, did they say Do you like?
Yeah, so basically it's like a bake-off situation. So a different person bakes every week, and we all do the votes and everything, but we don't get to see the votes until the end.
Are you lying? Was it terrible? And there were votes?
I mean, I thought it was good. Maybe it got terrible votes. I don't know yet.
No?
It looks pretty at least. So
Yeah.
Come on. Besides that, though, I have watched a lot.
We had a long conversation about what is a lot and did you watch a lot, but I can confirm, as you will explain, you watched a lot.
Oh my god. So, long-time listeners will know that we used to, every episode, go through our time watched, our YouTube time watched, which you can do on the app. And we don't really do that anymore, but this week I decided to check it, and it is higher. I've got a higher number than I've ever had.
Yeah.
And I don't really... I know how, like, it just happened. It just sort of happened.
Put unhealthy in the chat.
Yeah. Press F for Iman's life.
Yeah.
So anyway, last 7 days, I swear it's gone up since we were on the tube earlier. Anyway, last 7 days, 31 hours, 31 minutes. It must have updated.
How? Okay. 31
hours, 31 minutes in a week, which on average is a daily average of 4 hours, 30 minutes.
When you put it like that, divided by 7, it doesn't sound too bad.
What, 4 hours, 4.5 hours every day?
With commute. I know we talk about commute all the time. It should be 1 or 2.
Okay, yeah. So my commute is one hour each way, right? So that's 2 hours right there. But then I've started watching, rather than Netflix, so I don't have anything to watch on Netflix right now. I've been watching YouTube before bed. And I don't know, man. Then I'm just spending all day at the weekend. It's like,
tell me about it.
I've been busy as well this weekend. I went home. I've been baking cakes. Like, I don't know how this happened, but it's happened, and now I've got to live with it.
This whole time watch thing was to teach you why you were doing it.
Yeah. I mean,
so you stop.
Even for Casey Neistat, like, I didn't feel as if I had done that much research or whatever. But then I skimmed through his channel, and it's like 2 whole rows of videos are all watched.
Red bar to the end.
Yeah.
Completely watched.
I don't know, man.
Hey, it just shows me that you're taking this podcast seriously.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
only positive out of
That's
this.
right.
Speaking of apps, though, a lot of stuff that I've been doing, it's really just the one stuff, is using Dailymotion.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean, like browsing?
Like watching content on Dailymotion.
So as in, wait, okay, describe this
I will
to me.
obviously tell you, and you'll be like, oh, that's what you mean. But it's nice to say that.
Yeah. I don't get it. It's weird. This is bizarre.
So in England, it's very hard to watch American shows that do not broadcast on any of our TV networks. You're either gonna like know somebody who knows somebody and like use their account code, or apparently
use like like a Hulu or something,
or VPN or an
or
account.
VPN for Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
Got you.
But Dailymotion, there are a lot of there's no rules apparently on Dailymotion. So I've been watching American Survivor.
So people just upload it to Dailymotion.
People just upload it. There's a guy I'm following, and I follow his playlist every day. It's every Thursday that Survivor comes up in America. I get to watch it. Season 39, a breeze, good quality.
Oh my god!
It's probably bad, but I'm proud of the app.
I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised because Dailymotion is like, it's not
it's never gotten
it's
there.
not some kind of dodgy site or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's a mainstream site.
It's not like an ugly, like where you find those Reddit files that you're like,
yeah.
Go
when
to that
when
website.
you go on Google and you type in watch X show for free online, and it's like full of ads and it's dodgy.
And it's a
weird
website that will last a week and it'll get deleted.
Yeah.
Dailymotion has been something official, but no one really knows. It's like a MySpace,
Yeah,
no one really
weird,
knows where it's going.
I bet you it's dying. I bet that's what's happening.
Oh, you think so?
And they just like don't care anymore.
I don't think they care.
Like whatever, man.
Yeah,
it's more uploads.
I paid for the URL for like 10 years. Let it.
Yes, right. It's more uploads. Just get whatever.
But my first follow Dailymotion, and I can watch Survivor as soon as it happens. I get a little notification.
Wow. They have an app and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow. Crazy. I mean, it's a bit like you're cheating on YouTube,
Am I?
Yeah, I mean, you can't find that on YouTube.
Yeah,
to
I
be
can't.
fair.
But yeah, you know, I'm a loyal Survivor fan.
It's like it's like YouTube was back years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Before there were any rules or anything.
Any advertisers, any money was involved. Just like put whatever you want, upload it. If you got the bandwidth, upload it.
Okay, let me give my video of the week. Okay, so every week we give a video recommendation each before we go on to talk about the main YouTuber of the week. But my video of the week is Gus Johnson, who we've covered before, right?
Have we done an episode on him?
I think we actually did an episode on Gus Johnson,
Yeah.
so go back and listen to that. But he just he releases video all the time, and they're usually good.
Yeah.
And he sometimes does these little songs, but he's actually very musical and like quite
He's super talented.
but also really funny. And yeah, he did this 1 minute long song about paper stickers that don't come off cleanly and like leave a mark and it's sticky and stuff. Really funny. Literally 1 minute long. Fully recommend going and watching that. There will be a link in the description.
I wish I had a simple, like, easy watch video to recommend.
There you go. 1 minute. Easy. Recommend. Little song.
If you
funny,
don't laugh,
it's a
I'll
little
be
song.
shocked.
I'll come to your house and slap you if you don't.
Stuff like that is why we don't go far in life.
Yeah.
Okay,
what's yours?
My video of the week. Would you believe? Mm-hmm. Would you believe?
Don't tell me it's David Dobrik.
No, but I have been watching him non-stop.
Have you?
Yeah, he's now my official favorite YouTuber.
Who was it before? Logan?
I don't know if I had a favorite before.
Wow, okay.
But he's officially my favorite YouTuber.
My gosh.
I cannot wait for the next upload sometimes.
Wow.
It's like, he says he does Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm there like on a Thursday. Like, where's my Wednesday?
You're that person. You're
guy.
that follower.
I'm that guy.
People get subs like that, you know? You're not the only one.
He's rising, 14.2 million subs. Anyway, my video of the week, would you believe, is a PewDiePie video. Yeah.
Whoa.
You're the guy who likes PewDiePie.
My God. Yeah.
Do you know how long it took me to subscribe to that guy?
I know, too long.
Yeah, a bit too long.
You didn't support the
Even
the cause.
after the episode of the podcast we did on him, I still didn't subscribe.
I had to force you to support the cause.
Yeah. Well, look what happened. It didn't mean much.
Well, come on. It means something.
So this video is a little bit less about PewDiePie, but he obviously covers another YouTuber, which I just thought was a fascinating story, and the way PewDiePie told it was really good. So it's the I was banned from China video.
Oh yeah,
and he talks about what's his name? Something Barker. Bart Baker.
Bart Baker. Yep.
And how he's sold his life to China.
Yeah.
Or like the Chinese like viewership.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was amazing because it really does seem like it's a joke, but it's real.
Yeah. It's so interesting.
It's so good.
So basically, in short, Bart Baker is...
Did you know him before all this?
No, I didn't. But he's just one of these kind of... He's a Logan Paul type, but he's more... He does kind of music content
parodies.
A bit more.
Yeah,
music parodies. He's sort of... he got that influencer look, you know.
Yeah, oh man.
Blonde hair.
It's the look. It's the attitude in front of camera.
Yeah. You know, popped collar, that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And yeah, he just makes songs or whatever. But it's weird. Now he just makes these he basically will dub over in English or sometimes in Chinese as well.
Yeah.
Chinese songs.
Yeah.
And he explains, you know, some Chinese company just approached him and said, "Hey, make us videos, we'll pay you." And he's like, "Yeah, you know, let's do it."
It's I won't lie, this is happening a lot in football. A lot of high-profile football players from the Premier League in England are going to football teams in China because once they ask you and the money you are given, a lot of people can't say no. And I'm not going to say that's strictly Bart's thing, but I was looking at his channel. Still got 10 million subs. Mm-hmm. And he hasn't posted in it's been a year plus since he's posted. And
really? Yeah, but doesn't he post to like other social media?
Now that I mean he obviously posts on his Instagram, but he's moved away from YouTube a lot more
yeah.
since this move to the Chinese viewership on their TV networks and stuff like that. But there wasn't such a crazy decline that warranted him like, oh, my YouTube career is over, so I might as well take this. He took it regardless.
Yeah.
So, I mean, each to their own, if an opportunity comes, why not? But it's just it looks so much like a sellout rather than I love the Chinese community and I'm going to dedicate my creativity to them.
I mean, I agree with you. It really does. What I did like about that video, what I really liked about it was just, it's interesting looking at it as a case study of the way that China is trying to just kind of buy out all this culture.
Yeah.
And especially with like all the stuff in the news been going on around Blizzard and the NBA and all this stuff. Basically, just all these companies just sitting in China pockets, in the pockets of China's government. And a lot of it is speculation, and it's kind of, people tend to make it very political as well.
Yeah.
When at the end of the day, it is, for the companies or for the individuals, it's about the money. It's obviously not about the politics. Like Bart Baker, he's not,
he's not
like a communist thinker.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
not, trying to support the ideals.
He just saw where the attention
He just
came
saw
from.
some money. NBA, they're not trying to support some ideals, they're just following the money.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying is it's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. But it's like China are the ones with the political agenda and they have the cash to back it up.
Yeah.
So yeah. I guess my point is you can't look at the NBA or someone like that or Blizzard and go, oh, they support China.
I really
It's
do
like,
hate that part.
they're getting paid kind of to support China, or they
yeah.
support what is going to make them money, you know?
And you got to think like a company before you make your opinion about it.
Yeah.
On that same
it is still
note,
bad though what these companies do. Like
Yeah.
I'm not trying to support the action
exactly.
and whatever, but
I will say, Mixer, I know we talked about the whole buying Ninja thing. They now gotten Shroud
as well. Yeah.
I was, you know what? I like the competition and I like the way they're doing it. Like, oh, now it's about platform and my creators rather than what's happening on my platform.
Okay, I want to give a quick rundown of this, and then we're going to go on to Casey.
The Iron summary coming right up.
So Mixer is a streaming video platform just like Twitch, right? So it's live streaming individuals of themselves, or a big part of it is games
and run by Microsoft
and live streaming games. And Mixer, is owned by Microsoft. So what they've done is they've basically been buying creators and saying, look, we're going to pay you X amount if you only stream on Mixer. Now, what's funny about this is that it is absolutely the console gaming approach to streaming.
Absolutely
and
right.
Microsoft obviously own Xbox. Like, I feel like the thinking comes from that department, if you know what I mean.
And only that department.
Yeah.
And anyone who says otherwise, no, you're fired. Or support us.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, okay, we want to launch a gaming streaming service. Which department do we go to? Obviously, we're going to ask Xbox their opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like consoles are well known. The way they sell consoles is exclusive. So they'll have a game, they'll make an exclusive, and it's like, okay, it's not going on any other platform, and we're gonna
if you want it, you join us.
Yes, exactly. We'll buy good stuff. We're gonna get Tomb Raider, and it's gonna be out on Xbox first, and then it's gonna be out somewhere else. Which they don't really do that anymore, but they did do that at one point. Anyway, it's the same approach, just with a streaming
it's crazy.
service.
It must be the same guy.
Yeah.
He or she must be like, all right, we want to do a new thing. All right, give me the number one person, and I want it.
Yeah. Basically,
I want it right now.
Yeah.
Because Ninja was number one. Shroud, technically, I mean, not officially, but he was, in terms of viewership, he was kind of number two.
He was doing
on
very
Twitch.
well. Yeah. But I will say though that I think Ninja was dipping quite a bit because Fortnite was getting less popular.
Although Fortnite's back up again.
Fortnite is back up again since whatever.
I don't
season
watch
2.
Ninja anymore, so I hope Mix is happy.
Yeah, well done. You've lost some subs.
I actually.
There you go.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch Ninja anyway, but
Yeah.
So similar to this actually is PewDiePie. To bring it back to YouTube, PewDiePie, he only streams live on DLive now.
I did not know he was still loyal to that after that DLive video.
Yeah. So DLive, basically it's a sponsorship. So they pay him to only stream on their service, kind of
Wow,
thing.
I'm impressed with DLive,
But
considering how small they are and the views.
I know,
get.
yeah. But I will say, I'm pretty sure that he's banned from Twitch.
Oh, so you might as well.
After the incident.
Oh, that was on Twitch.
I think it was on Twitch.
Okay,
It was when he was live streaming, and I'm pretty sure it was on live streaming on Twitch.
Fair enough, yeah. So you might as well. And it's you're on YouTube already. You don't need to stream on YouTube.
Although I have seen him stream on YouTube before he got this DLive deal.
Okay.
So he probably was streaming on YouTube, but then they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna pay you to be on DLive, whatever." Probably a lot of money.
But I think the question is, how often does he even use DLive?
Not very.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like, really not very often.
And
but
it's not much on DLive.
Yeah.
I gave it a try after Shroud went to Mixer. Like, okay, let's see how DLive's doing. But yeah.
I don't mind it. Like, whatever. You know, I've been on it a couple of times just to watch him, but that's about it. Anyway,
There's not anyways. There's one more thing.
Okay, go on.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm listening.
I watched Aeroplane Mode.
You mean airplane mode?
Wait, what did I say?
Aeroplane mode.
Yeah.
It's definitely the Americans' version.
Great start.
That is the Logan Paul movie. Am I right?
Yeah, and it has a lot of YouTubers and a lot of
Oh,
Viners.
yeah,
in it.
It's just fully YouTubers, isn't it?
It's one of those movies.
Who else did it have? KSI?
It had loads. No KSI. It had
No? Oh.
Lily Pons. I can't even name them off the top of my head. It had Vitaly. It had Amanda Cerny. It had David Dobrik. It had like a lot of YouTubers.
Really?
What's that guy?
Is Jake Paul in it?
No, not Jake Paul.
Ooh, they only got Logan.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This movie was in 2016 and only recently came out.
Yeah.
Due to reasons.
Basically, it was gonna get released, and then Logan Paul filmed a dead body in the forest. That whole controversy, and they
just delayed it, like the YouTube.
They just held it
premium
back.
stuff that he did as well. Like they just held it for a while.
Yeah, but by the way, PewDiePie's whole season of Scared PewDiePie is still held. Yeah.
Maybe he's not fighting for it though. But
yeah, probably.
But speaking of fighting for it, I did hear Logan out. He is disappointed with this movie, and I watched it.
Really,
the worst movie
really?
I have ever seen. But it's not even like it's like Scary Movie, but they should have made it 20 years ago. Like Scary Movie is not even 20 years old. Maybe it is, but it could be. But it's that so teenage cheesiness and like terrible editing, like the worst.
Really,
CGI and editing for a 2016 movie. Their budget must have been awful. But besides that, the reason why I brought it up, there is two things. One, Logan Paul in his Impulsive podcast mentioned that when he was watching it, there's a lot of racist overtones in this movie.
What? Really?
There's a lot. And he has had this beef after the Suicide Forest with a YouTuber called, oh my gosh, it's Ray William Johnson's ex-girlfriend. I can't remember her name right now. Anyway.
He's supposed to be professional.
Is it going to come back? Is it going to come back? No, it's not going to come back.
Professional.
Yeah, I should be. Anyway, so he watched it at the screening, knowing fully well that they've had this Twitter battle about the Suicide Forest video and like how she's had her sister committed suicide and things like that, and her argument with Logan. She came to the screening because King Batch, who's a Viner YouTuber, was also in this movie. And she came to watch her friend in it, and Logan Paul was behind her. And Logan knew that when that scene came up, that there was a scene about there was like a racist scene about where she's from. I think she's Japanese. I can't really remember, but it was just like he knew he was sitting there waiting for it to happen, and it must have been the most awkward thing. The second thing, which I find kind of funny or ironic, is in that movie, the pilots died. And there's a scene where Logan and this other YouTuber go to the basically to see the dead bodies of the pilots.
Oh, no.
And like Logan's like, oh, I can't look at this. And the other guy's like, dude, I'm taking a video. But he actually took a photo and did a selfie with them. And Logan was like, dude, no. And it's just so ironic.
No.
And he must have been in the premiere of this movie like 3 years later after doing the same thing. Just be like, damn. That was me.
Yeah,
that was me.
literally happened.
Oh, it was so
God.
spot on.
Brilliant, nice. Okay.
But don't watch that movie.
Yeah, that's definitely.
But if you want to, it's on Daily Motion.
Is it?
I'm not kidding.
What? You could have just watched it on YouTube. Can you?
No, I think you have to pay.
Oh, you have to pay?
I don't
It's
think
not
it's
a
on.
premium?
It's not on YouTube. No.
Oh, I thought it was a YouTube Premium.
No, it's
movie.
not a YouTube movie.
Oh,
It's
wow,
actually
okay.
got like a proper production studio, but it's like so
Damn.
terrible.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right, I'm done.
Okay then. To the YouTuber of the week, Casey Neistat. I think he's got 17. I want to say
Oh
17.
no, it's 11.
Or is it 11?
11.4 something.
11.4. Fine.
Wow, know
11.4.
your research.
Yeah. Who's got 17? What am I thinking of?
Beats me.
Okay, so basically, Casey is a vlogger. When I said this to you the other day, when we first discussed, let's do Casey Neistat, I said he's a vlogger, and you were surprised. And actually,
I was.
I don't remember if you remember, but to be honest, like I was kind of surprised when I learned that he was just a vlogger as well. I kind of thought he was like a tech reviewer. That's what you thought too, right?
I actually thought he was another Marquez Brownlee. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
like that kind of vibe. But the thing is, so he is just a vlogger. Not basically, he's literally just a vlogger. He just, here's my day, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to a meeting now. I'm talking. But he kind of, his sort of thing is he sort of mixes. He's quite kind of.
What is it?
I want to say inspirational. Like his videos tend to be more about life and sort of trying to be a bit inspirational.
Yeah, the videos have a message for us to take home. I'll give it that.
Like here's the thing I learned about life this week, and I'm gonna kind of talk you through it. And they're not I'm not saying they're all like that, but that's, I would say, his theme, his sort of theme.
Or
Yeah.
his motto.
Yeah. So he does do a bit of reviewing, but you can see why people think, including us, that he's some kind of reviewer or tech reviewer based on his studio.
Yeah.
So he's actually recently changed studio. We'll come to that. But his studio in most of his videos is like a workshop, basically. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It looks like a workshop. There's a ton of screens everywhere. There's a ton of... he loves these electric skateboards called boosted boards.
He loves his tech.
He loves his tech. Yeah. So it kind of makes sense to think that he could be a tech reviewer. And he does kind of review some of that stuff, but not in a... that's not his focus kind of thing. Incidentally, his studio is, I love it. It's so cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's different because it's again. Well, if we're gonna talk about it now, is his New York studio at one point?
Yeah, I'm talking about his New York studio.
Yeah,
which he does still have. He just downsized it.
And he's also has he moved to LA permanently?
Yeah, now he's fully moved to LA. That was in New York. He's still got the studio there,
of course,
but he doesn't. But he's moved to LA now, and he's got a smaller studio in LA. But it's quite new. It's not that cool looking, not compared anyway. But it's, he needs to build that up. So fair enough. He's only been there like a few weeks.
But I think personally he's a great guy. However, the videos I don't find interesting enough to keep me watching throughout. I
gotta be honest, like, I agree. I like him, and I tell you what, I really give him props on his creativity.
Oh yeah,
and his like film,
cinematography.
I want to say, or creative filming style.
He's always thinking of a new way to show you his message.
Yeah.
And I do like that.
A new angle, a new shot,
a little transition.
Pretty cool, yeah. But most of his vlogs, just nothing really happens. It's just him going around, like I said, maybe giving you a message. There's one where he's talking about moving out of his studio, like I said, and he's just kind of showing you around it, but not doing a real tour. He's just talking about it like, there used to be a wall over here, this whole space. So this is where I used to come in, and now it's a building site, and then this is where my desk used to be, and it's like, well, okay, this isn't very.
See, the
cool.
thing is I know YouTubers like this that are happy with their fan base. This is perfect for a long-term fan or a 1-year fan.
Yeah.
For a newcomer, they're not.
Yeah.
They're not as welcoming.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so one video I did actually, there's a couple of videos that I really liked.
Oh yeah.
It's not that I hated any of them though. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna skip around a bit.
I think it's because I had high expectations because he's recommended by so many other YouTubers. People actually reference things he says, like there's a Casey quote that I know.
Yeah, exactly. He's kind of
he's like the father figure for a lot of YouTubers.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. He's sort of into the inspirational stuff, and apparently he actually did do some. He has done some inspirational speaking, as in public speaking kind of thing. There was one quote that I did like, I gotta say, which was he just said, "Keep creating, keep doing the work."
Yeah,
it's not nothing like, it's not that well worded. It's nothing like incredible, but I like it because it's connecting creativity with actual work and effort
that a lot of people are not aware you need to do.
Yeah, exactly. Creativity just sounds like this fun thing. Some people have a real knack for it, others don't, and it's just that's already fun. But really, creativity, artists, movie makers, anyone, YouTubers, they all put in loads of work, and they're creative, but you got to work at it to get it, to make it happen and get your creativity out there and push the boundaries of creativity and all of that.
Wow,
I should be a Casey. Yeah. By the way, I'm going to describe how he looks because you've probably seen him if you've been on YouTube, okay? But he always wears sunglasses, which, by the way, kind of annoys me.
Yeah, especially in an interview that he does.
Yeah.
That annoys me.
He wears them all the time. Like, he's in a podcast in a dark room. He wants very dark sunglasses as well. I keep thinking it must be damaging his eyes or something because they're gonna be too sensitive to light.
Hey, you're not a hardcore fan. For all we know, he needs those glasses.
I heard one thing about why he wears the glasses.
Oh yeah,
which was that he didn't like always looking at the lens of the camera instead of. No. So looking at the screen of the camera instead of the lens, which is a pet peeve of mine. I hate that. So
he is addressing that for you.
But I don't buy it.
It's a cop-out.
It's a cop-out, yeah. He just thinks they're cool and it's his brand,
Yeah.
Besides that, he's got a very big nose. He's quite ugly. He says this himself.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
All right.
And he's got kind of long hair. He works out a lot too, so I'll give him that. Credit. Okay, but I was about to say a minute ago the videos that I liked, that I enjoyed.
And I do have a few as well.
So one of them was the Do What You Can't video. It's on the front page of his channel.
Yeah, that is a good idea for everything we've said so far.
Yeah, it's like, it's only a few minutes long. It's very well put together. This one is really genuinely entertaining, and it's just an inspirational message, basically. It's got some good music, some good cuts, some good footage, and some good messages. And it's basically just saying, do what you can't, push the boundaries. If you think you can't do something, yes, you can. Look at all these people on YouTube specifically.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it felt like. It felt like YouTube Rewind.
I was going to say, yeah. And
I was like, this should have been
his
YouTube
story
Rewind.
as well. Like, how he started. Again, we all know the started from the bottom story. But how he did it. And it's good. It's good.
Yeah. The other video that I liked was his interview. He does interviews sometimes as well. But his interview with Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
The reason I liked it is because I like Mr. Beast and I just wanted to hear him talk. That's all that happens in the video. So,
do you think he's a good interviewer? Because I watched a video that I'll link as well where he did it with Tony Hawk. Do you think he's a good reviewer? Interviewer. Yeah,
I do, because he knows to he asks kind of deep questions, but he also knows to keep quiet as much as possible.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So better than Sean from Hot Ones.
Ooh, yeah, Sean from Hot Ones. I don't like Sean from Hot Ones because he just reads it off a script.
I just like
every
saying
time.
that because I know you don't like it.
Seriously, God. Anyway, but Casey, yeah, it's like he's asking off the cuff questions, or at least it feels like, but they're deep and he doesn't talk much.
There is a reason why I didn't watch that Do What You Can't video.
Yeah, do what you can. Yeah.
Is because that was the next thing that was recommended after I watched his Logan Paul interview video.
Okay.
And he specifically
I've seen that one as well, by the way.
He specifically said more than once, oh, your whole thing of like, oh, be a maverick, or, you know, push your boundaries and like do stuff that people are telling you not to is a bad advice for your fan group. And then the next video I see is literally his title of that. And it was like very hard for me to like watch because it was so literally next door hypocrisy.
Interesting. Wow. Okay.
But, you know, everyone makes mistakes, or everyone, you know, like it's one thing he said. It's
yeah,
like
but
you have to stay to it.
Yeah. He's probably more like that. He's trying to push Logan to challenge his way of thinking, you know, playing devil's advocate.
And he's a lot older. I mean, like he has more experience.
Yeah, he must be like 38.
Yeah, good research
30s.
by the way.
Yeah.
Is there other videos that you liked as well?
Those are the ones I liked. The others I was I'm just sort of watching, you know, for the research. I skipped a little bit. I wasn't that into them, to be honest.
Yeah. My life in LA was alright. I did, well, maybe more so because there was a top comment which was pretty funny.
Yeah,
it's
go
like,
on, what was it?
Only a New Yorker says, I moved to LA for the nature.
Yeah.
So good.
That is so true, though.
In that Logan Paul interview, you know how much noise background there was?
Yeah,
it was awful.
That's the way it is, though. That's
New
part of the
York
vibe.
life, yeah. That's where Marquez is as well, isn't it? New York.
Is he? So. I don't think so. His studio is like, I've seen it. It's like a big warehouse kind of thing.
Maybe not.
I don't know. It doesn't look like. Maybe it is, but it doesn't look like it.
You never know.
Yeah, maybe not Manhattan. Like his one was on Manhattan.
Oh yeah,
Casey's,
you could hear the noise.
So he started a couple of companies up over the years. There was one called Beam, which was like a It was kind of a social media video sort of thing. It got bought by someone. I think it died, actually. It got bought by some company like a few years ago. So it's not that it wasn't a success because it got bought. I think it's just
by all
dead
means,
now.
even starting it is still
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And he also started this Jake Paul, you know, Team 10 type thing, which is basically a studio space which YouTubers can rent, or not. Yeah, I think it is specifically YouTubers can rent, to kind of encourage them to work together, you know, to influence each other and collaborate and all those things. It's called 368. So I think it's just literally the space, and he kind of rents it out. I don't know how it's doing. I've only seen a couple of bits on it. I think David, well, at least maybe it was just a launch party or something, but David Dobrik had some kind of connection to it, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe he was just clickbaiting it in the video.
But we'll link the video related to that as well.
Yeah. But again, like, he doesn't talk about it much, so I don't exactly know how it's doing.
Yeah. But I just like, again, for any YouTuber that gets out of YouTube as well, like, you know, he's been in a couple movies, however small the roles, it's just like, he's just attacking different industries, and I like that. I like
he's
that a lot.
He's doing what he can't.
Well, he can. He can.
Yeah. Okay, I think that wraps us up for this week.
Wait, that's what I'm supposed to say.
Oh, I got there before you.
You kind of did. Actually, before we wrap it up,
Oh, I see. You're just doing this now, so then you can do the real outro. Fine.
Watch how quickly rushed I make it as well, so there's no time for you. The YouTuber that was sitting in front of Logan is called Anna Akana.
Okay, then.
Just putting it out there.
You looked that up, didn't you?
I had to. I knew her name was Anna, but it's like, that's not good enough.
Yeah, okay, fine. Fair enough.
But that pretty much sums...
I was about to jump in as well.
Why would you do that?
Go on, I'm waiting, I'm listening.
But that pretty much...
So far, this isn't smooth. I know I'm cutting you off now.
Yeah, because you are. Can you give me 5?
Okay, no. I'm going to shut up now. You go ahead. You do the outro. I'm shutting up from now.
So that pretty much sums up episode 4 of the Hip Pause podcast. Episode 4 of this season. Crap. Episode 64. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube, on all your podcast apps. My favorite is Player FM. You can use iTunes, whatever you want. Just we're gonna post soon. So we will see you guys next week.
That was the best. See ya. What the fuck?